I gotta wait for the light because the cops will charge me. That's the courthouse right there, guys. I went to court today. They just breached my rights over and over and over again. 3 times they breached my rights. They gang stalked me through the whole. They gang stalked me through the whole courthouse. Would not leave me alone. Just kept on bothering me over and over and over again. Yes, these gangsters right here. North Bay Courthouse. Just a bunch of filthy gangsters. Literally threatened to arrest me. Three of them gang stalked me through the whole courthouse, blocking all the places that I need to use for my resources to fight my trial. Yeah, man, 3 cops the whole time. They have to actually send extra cops here when I come to court. Somebody in my comment section was like, stop going to court so much. They have to spend so many resources on you. They don't have to spend no resources on me. All they got to do is respect my right to film. These police do not have to spend any resources on me. All they got to do is respect my right to film. They have to follow the law. Why are police trained not to follow the law? Right? I'm here today with another guy who films the police, and he's in here because of his camera and their butthurt feelings. Meanwhile, they're just letting criminals go. 50%, guys, count it, over 50% of the charges in Canada are dismissed before they even make it to trial. And here's a cop right here, radioing in for their friends and stuff. Probably following me because I smoked a joint. Like, I literally smoked a joint before court, and the cops were following me, man. They followed me to my car and everything. They had a cop literally from this court here, right here, North Bay, Ontario court, where they gang stalked me and just take my rights away. So I smoked a joint before I went into court, and they knew I drove here. So I get to my car, guess what? There's a cop sitting on a neighbor's porch over there, pretending to talk to the neighbor, right? One of these court officers from this court is at the place I parked my car, from this court right here, North Bay Court. They're at the place I parked my car waiting for me to drive so they can pull me over for intoxicated. Like, I smoked at 9 in the morning. I ain't driving till 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I won't be intoxicated. I'm not that stupid. Literally, the cop is sitting there wasting the resources of the people of North Bay. And guess what happened when he left the porch? He fell down, man. I got it on video, guys. The cop crashed. Boom. Fell down not 3 flights of stairs, but just 3 stairs. Boom, right onto the ground. I told him, hey, I got that video. I got the video of that. I'm like, do you want to go on sick leave, man? I'm like, I got the video. So this is the court, guys. The officer who pushed me out of the court on my first appearance, I go to court to talk to the judge, and the cop pushes me right out of the court because I told the cop I didn't like him. He pushed me to the sidewalk over there, and then he told me on video, it's in my shorts, he told me he's gonna go and get the judge to give me a bench warrant for not showing up for court. Like, literally, I show up for court, and he pushes me out of the courthouse right to here, and he says I didn't show up for court. Today was my first appearance for some bullcrap charges that they put on me, and they're just letting everybody else go free because of a cameraman. They would rather prosecute a cameraman than a dangerous criminal. So I went into court and I have my camera. I'm not recording anything that they can tell. They throw me on the ground and they take my phone and they arrest me. Throw me out of the courthouse at first, but the second time they arrested me in the courthouse. And now they're going to court with the judge that breached my right to a trial last time. The last time I was here 3 years ago, I held them all accountable, and they put me with a judge that was going to convict me, Judge Laneville, right? And guess who's my judge is this time? They have one judge at all of these courthouses, guys. They have one judge that'll do their bidding. One judge who will be like, okay, your feelings are more relevant than the law. They will do it. They will make sure your feelings are not, their feelings are more relevant than the law. These people, and they'll send you with a false arrest to a malicious prosecution, all the way to a wrongful conviction, and then you'll have to appeal it to higher court. So they'll waste hundreds of thousands of dollars of your money, and they don't care. This cop was down the road. I'm parked down the road 2 blocks that way, and they sent a cop, a special constable, and they're only at court and special events. Like special constables, they hire them because they're like a fraction of what cops cost, right? So they'll hire a special constable to like drive the inmates to court, to wait at the doors there, or to wait at the doors of like special events and stuff. This guy was down the road on somebody's porch pretending to talk to him because I smoked a little weeder. I smoked a little medication at 9 in the morning. Dude, that's like 6 hours ago, man. And the cop falls right on his face. I got the video coming out, guys. You guys are going to be happy about that one. I caught it on video. I was filming landscape and I caught it on video. I'm just filming this way right now because I'm getting some B-roll footage to release a long form video with all the other clips that I've got of them abusing my rights. So today I did an interview right here with a man that was in the court with me, and he'll tell you guys, you'll see that they gang stalked me through the whole court. They wouldn't let me use the law library. They wouldn't let me use the clerk's office. They wouldn't let me use the prosecutor's office. It was kind of coming like they want to be my lawyer. I'm like, I need a number to file this motion, so I need a number for this fucking thing, right? And they, oh, we'll go get you the number off of the prosecutor. Like, no, you're not going to get me my number. What religion do you believe? I don't know. Have you ever thought about going out with a bang? Well, I was here today and I told these guys, I said, what I did last time I was here, they're like, your behavior last time you were here was unacceptable, so therefore we're taking your phone. I said, I gave you the middle finger. What does my phone have to do with me giving you the middle finger? So now if you say my hands are a danger, what? As soon as I pass that door right there, if my hands are a danger, you're going to handcuff me? Ban this guy. For real, put ban Adam already. Oh, Adam, I don't know how to do that, guys. Adam, let me click on his name. I don't know how to do it. I'm just getting lost into something. Sorry, hold on. Let me try. Do you know, oh, right here. Wait, hold on. Remove. There you go. I don't know if that banned him. Adam, it didn't ban him. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Remove, pin, report, add as moderator, put in hide user from this channel. Hide. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, the gang stalked me out here. So I'm just getting some B-roll footage because I used to film like this. I used to film like this all the time, but now I'm filming more like, you know what I mean? The sideways, because that's what everybody want. But most of my videos were just cops abusing me, and look how long it's going to take them to back this in. Those are all the inmates coming to court. Look how long it's going to take them, man. Last time I was here, I was over there, standing right there, and you'll see another video recording this. 7 or 8 cops come out of every door on the whole building and start chase me across the street. They're like, you're interfering with the use of our thing. I'm like, no, I'm just getting some B-roll footage. Like, come on, just leave me alone, I told them. Diddy ranking all the baby oil in his... Man, these cops got baby oil problems, man. These cops are the ones getting all the baby oil. Every time they want me to put my camera away. Why do they want me to put my camera away? Because they want to touch me in my swimsuit area. No big accident, guys. Guys, I seen a cop fall down today. I got it on camera. I've got it on landscape camera. The cop. I'm parked 2 blocks, 3 blocks that way. And because I smoked some weed this morning, and I went in the courthouse, and the court officer smelt my weed, they followed me to my car, put a man in pretending to knock at somebody's door, talking to somebody about something. A court services officer. A court services officer doesn't go drive to somebody's house and talk to them for no reason. And he's waiting up there, and then I'm not doing nothing. I'm just putting stuff in my trunk. I'm going to wait till about 3 o'clock before I drive because I smoked at about 9 o'clock. They can't blame me for being high. You know what I mean? So I see him there, and I start recording in landscape, and he falls right on his face down 3 stairs, falls right on his face. I'm like, boom! I'm like, this is fucking epic. And then I show him the video of him falling, and I tell him he should collect compensation and go on sick leave. And what's up, man? I guess another troll in here. So this is the court that keeps abusing my right to record. So today I'm in this court, And I brought the law with me. I actually photocopied the law about me being able to record my court case. I'm allowed to audio record my court case in case I forget anything. So I bring the law for the judge, and guess what the judge says? Guess what the judge tells me? This is not an important court case, so you don't have to record the audio to this court case. I'm like, it doesn't matter if it's an important court case or not an important court case. It's my right to record audio, and you can't take that right away from me, or I'm calling you to a meeting it's a constitutional challenge, right? So I told him, you cannot take my right away, or I'm inviting you to a constitutional challenge at my trial so I can get a remedy for you breaching my right. And then the Crown Attorney, she's going to have to step down because she just lied to the judge. The Crown Attorney in that courtroom, I've already had 3 step down 3 years ago for conflict of interest, and 1 sent away. And then this lawyer, this Crown Attorney today, lies to the judge, tells the judge, and in my first appearance, she tells the judge that the judge in the last court case told me to file a motion to get my disclosure. That is not a fair trial. The judge specifically said in that court case that I was to write an agreement and give it to the Crown to get my disclosure. I did not have to agree to the Crown's disclosure. I'm going to call him the Clown. The Crown Attorney, they want me to sign away my right to disclose any information in my disclosure. So they want me to sign away my right to the press, my right to protest my government, grieve my government, the right to hold my government accountable for a false arrest, and jamming up the whole court system in there. And they just want me to walk away with, like, signing my rights away. I told them I'm not signing my rights away. Like, the law states we have a right to a fair trial, guys, right? And a fair trial is them providing disclosure at the first possible opportunity. They can't just hold your disclosure because they've got some policy that they want to keep all their corruption secret. You see how that works? We want to keep all our corruption secret. So if you don't fill out this policy, you're not getting your disclosure. Well, guess what, guys? I'm going to trial without my disclosure, and I will take it to the Supreme Court of Canada, because nowhere in the prosecutor's obligations does it say that the defense has any obligation to do anything. I do not have to apply to get my disclosure. You are accusing me of a criminal charge, and you do not want to give me my disclosure? What kind of behavior is that? What are they hiding? Right? They say it's for my right to a fair trial. That's what they're going to say. Well, it's for your right to a fair trial. We don't want you to disclose any information in here that could jeopardize your right to a fair trial. They do not have the obligation to protect me from ruining my right to a fair trial. If I go ruin my right to a fair trial, that's my own problem. They have no obligation to protect me by me signing a non-disclosure agreement. Only reason they want me to sign a non-disclosure agreement is because they just want me not to tell about their corruptness. You know, if I sign that non-disclosure agreement, I can face up to 6 months in jail and a $50,000 fine if I disclose anything that is going on in the court. Do you think that's transparency? Or do you think they're hiding something in those courthouses? They're hiding. If you cannot record at your courthouse, you cannot record your judges, your prosecutors, they're hiding something. 50%, over 50% of the charges from the place I come from a place, there's 15 million people in my province. I come from Ontario, Canada. In Ontario, Canada, 50% of the over 50% of the charges that go to court don't make it to trial. Why would you not become a criminal? If it's a coin flip that you're not even going to get into the courthouse for a judge to look at you and see if you're guilty, why would you not be a criminal? They're out charging and chasing cameramen. They're out charging and chasing simple people who are not doing any wrong. And it's sickening, and they're flooding the courts, and they have to give away easy convictions and send the people home. They don't want to fix the courthouse. They don't want to fix anything. They don't want to invest in it, and they just want to see what happens is when something like that happens, where more than 50% of the charges are dropped before trial, how many times do you think they're getting a conviction? Maybe only half of the time at trial. So that means we're at 75% chance that there's going to be no accountability for you if you're a criminal. There's a 75, don't quote me on that, but in my head, it's seeming like there's a 75% chance that you'll just get away with crime. You could just go out there and pillage the whole thing because they're going to chase me with a camera. Literally, a neighbor's argument 3 years ago turned into the cops who didn't like me in my neighborhood, wasting 17 months of court time in this city. There was 20 different court dates. I had one prosecutor sent to the other side of Siberia. I had the other prosecutor step down. I subpoenaed 15 cops, 20 different court dates for me to show up to my five-day trial, and for them just to throw out the charges. Just to throw out the charges. And then I found out through Freedom of Information that they didn't even have probable cause for the charges. Like literally the prosecutor wrote to the police like in month 3 or 4 and told them, we don't even have probable cause for this charge. And they still kept it in the court system, just eating up the resources. They do not care about the people of North Bay's resources. If you're from North Bay and you're here, your mayor spent $16,000 on the corporate credit card buying dog food, cigarettes, golf, hockey, and Lord knows what else. To me, those are the actions of somebody who's addicted to something that cannot make it from month to month or week to week for his paycheck. When you're spending on a corporate credit card, this mayor is under investigation by police forces and the Integrity Commission. And right now they're trying to change the laws on how you do certain things in this area to make what he did legal, like to make it legal back ways, you know what I mean? Or to absolve him from as much consequences as possibly can be. Like literally, in my opinion, the guy looks like a person who smokes the boulders, the rocks, and cannot make it from paycheck to paycheck. This is a great church, guys. Sorry, I'm not reading the chat. I just expect the cops to come because the courthouse is over there, and on my conditions for bail, it says I can't be at the courthouse. But I'm not at the courthouse. I'm at the sidewalk beside the courthouse. But I expect them to come and breach me with a breach of bail for just filming this beautiful church. You see how that goes? So they can just charge you and they'll have enough probable cause to bring me into the jail, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's no lawsuit I can file. There's no lawyer coming down to this small city to rescue anybody. This is one of the most corrupt cities. They are so broke and so behind, and nobody cares that the mayor is spending all the money on the corporate credit card. Literally, me, a little news reporter just starting, went and I stood at the elevators. I went and stood at the elevators to ask the mayor about his non-constitutional, no camera policy throughout the whole city, enforceable by arrest. I just wanted to ask him about that, but then while I'm there, I'm finding out that he's alleged to have spent all the money on the credit card. And he's under investigation. He's kicked off the police services board. Like, the mayor is the person, guys, the mayor is the person who signs the budget for the police station, right? So if your mayor is corrupt, like this one allegedly is, your mayor pays for the police station. You know, I went there one time, and the next day there was a city hall meeting. They had I don't know how many police they had at the meeting, but they had undercovers, they had uniform police there, all waiting for a man with a camera who just asked for an interview with the mayor. It's like, if I was going to stalk the mayor, why would I call his secretary, ask for an interview? Why would I talk to the security guard at City Hall and tell them I'm just going to wait at the elevator doors and wait for the mayor to come out? All I want is a video of the mayor running to his car. Oh my God, you're asking me about all the credit card money. And I just get the picture of him running away saying no comment, no comment, no comment, and it's over with. They could have facilitated that. Literally, they spent tens of thousands of dollars chasing me right now, and they could have facilitated a simple meeting with me and the mayor. Do you see how that works? That's all our resources, and they're doing that from every city, every city. If you drink a beer, walk out of your house, you're risking jail. I'm telling you, you don't even have to drink a beer. You could have a non-alcoholic drink, a non-alcoholic beer, which also smells like beer. And if you walk outside of your house, that cop, all he has to do is smell the odor of alcohol. All he has to say is he smells the odor of alcohol. And they can just drag you down to the station, put the cuffs on you for being drunk in public. So I have a video, right? There was a cop downtown in this city. I spit on her car. Pow! And at the court there the other day, they talked about, we should have charged you for spitting on the cop car. I'm like, that is not mischief. You go wash your car. Nothing is damaged. If you want to sue me for the car wash, take me to small claims court, right? So I asked the lady, I said, hey, if I was drinking a beer right here, what would happen? She's like, I would give you a $95 ticket and you would have to go to court. And then I pointed across the street to somebody who was doing something in their arm with a needle kind of deal. And I was like, what about him? Is he going to get a ticket? They're like, no, we're going to give him some help. And I'm like, well, why would you not give the guy who is drinking some help? Maybe he's going through something too. But no, you're going to crucify the guy who just had a little bit of beer. And then he's going to look across the street and see the guy overdosing and say, I might as well just go and pick up a needle. They're not bugging him. They're bugging me. They're sending me to court. They're taking my last bottle of liquor and dumping it out. They're not even going to dump that guy's needle out. So might as well just, instead of him going upwards and becoming a better citizen and them helping him get upwards, they're helping him go downwards. They're scumbags. They do not care about your resources. They do not care about you. They do not care about the poor. They do not care about the disabled. They do not care about the old. You think the government cares about the old? They wouldn't spend all them resources in that court building and only give your old folks enough to not even eat or pay the rent. They don't even give people on pension enough to pay the rent, and they've built this whole damn country. You don't think they're coming for whatever you hold or cherish, you're wrong. Eventually, with authoritarianism that's coming in right now, if your beliefs do not align with a certain government's beliefs, then you are going to be told to show your papers. They're going to make you show your papers, and they're going to drag you over to the camps. They're going to drag you to the camps to concentrate. It's those men in the costumes at the courthouse that they get paid so much that it's the same with Hitler. Oh, another new church over there. Nice church, an old church. It's the same with Hitler. Like Hitler's guys were all the guards, the jail guards, the code enforcement, the police, everybody that was in line getting big paychecks from the government that didn't want to lose their paychecks. They literally don't want to lose their paychecks and they'll do whatever they got to do to get their paycheck. Like nobody... When authoritarianism creeps in, it doesn't come fast, right? It comes very, very slow, very methodical, right? They attack the news, they attack the comedians, they attack the people with cameras, they attack the citizens. It just doesn't come like right away. It takes a long time, and it's men like that who just go and take one little right away, second little right away, and then once the authoritarianism is set in so deep that there's no removing it, these men have already burnt all their bridges. All the community hates them. Everybody hates them. They've burnt all their frickin' bridges, and they're not coming to us. They're not going to come and say, we're so sorry we're at this point right now. And they're not going to risk not getting their $200,000. They want their $200,000. They want their paycheck. When authoritarianism creeps in, guys, the bill payments don't stop. You know, like your mortgage still keeps going, everything keeps on going, all these men in their costumes, all these judges that get paid $500,000 a year, you don't think they're just going to uphold the system of whatever leader's feelings are going to be enforced at the time, you're going to see. I'm already seeing it. I've seen all of our freedoms go away. Say these people are touching children. Say this church is touching swimsuit areas of the children. Well, there's a law in my country now that they call this a sensitive area. This is a sensitive area. So if what I'm doing right now would be considered protesting near a sensitive area, I would have to be 100 feet that way. I have to be very, very quiet, and I would have to tell them to stop touching children if they even pay any attention to me. It's called sensitive zones, bubble zones. So they're going to make a court a bubble zone. They're going to make a city hall a bubble zone. They're going to make town hall a bubble. Everything's going to be a bubble zone. You won't be able to do anything. So your protest is going to be for naught. Like in Canada, you're not even allowed to protest no more. Like there was some truckers that went to the main, the capital city, right? And they're protesting their government. So they're there, they're honking and doing a lot of stuff, not leaving and stuff, whatever, right? Maybe they might have broke whatever law was on the book and they got found guilty for it. They want to give these people 8 years in jail for nonviolent protest. 8 years in jail for nonviolent protest. Do you know what seeds they're sowing? Do you know what seeds they're sowing by throwing those people in jail for 8 years for peaceful protest? They're sowing the seeds of non-peaceful protest. Man, if you're getting 8 years for peaceful protest, some people are going to think it's just worth it to go do something else. Maybe you're only going to get 15 years, but your point is going to get across, right? And if they crush everybody's protest rights, right? I want freedom of speech for everybody. You know when it's dangerous? When people aren't talking about what they're feeling, right? When people aren't talking about what they're feeling, that's when life gets dangerous. When 3 or 4 people are in the closet talking, we don't know what the Ku Klux Klan is because they're hidden. And they don't have freedom of speech or whatever, so we don't know what their plans are. We don't even know they exist. They just come out the closet and they do a Timothy McVeigh, or they do whatever. They fly into a World Trade Center or something. Like, we need to know more information. We need to have full freedom of speech. We can't restrict freedom of speech. But in Canada, they can restrict anything. All your freedoms are restricted. And there's a judge at every courthouse that'll uphold the system. Mine's name is Lainvoll. Lainvoll. And she's part of the system at the North Bay Courthouse that every time an officer lays false allegations around here. Okay, listen, I'm going to explain something to you, okay? If an officer lays false allegations against me and I beat those charges, I can sue the city and everybody for damages. Now, say somebody breaks into your house and they just let that guy go because they got to fight me. You're not going to sue the city for letting that guy go and not prosecuting that guy who broke into your house. You're just going to be like, oh, well, another criminal got off the hook. You're going to go about your business. Your insurance already paid for your shit. But they need to prosecute the butthurt feeling charges of whenever police get a butthurt feeling, they're going to charge you. 90% of police do not care if they ruin your whole life. Sociopaths become cops. Cops do not become sociopaths. It's not the career that drove them to be crazy. They are crazy and they've gravitated to that career so they can control and abuse people. Like there was a study done in the 90s or something that said like 50% of cops abuse their family members, right? And these are cops that actually admitted to it. So yeah, and where I come from in Canada, there ain't no Brady list, there ain't no nothing like that, my friends. Where I come from in Canada, the bad cops are just sent around to live out their career at the courthouse or in some small community where there's less resistance to the boot. Yeah, man, where there's less resistance to the boot. They're just sent to those small communities like mine. I ran into like 15 like horrible cops, some of the worst cops ever, man. I couldn't believe it. A community of 1,000. And they're literally trying to end me, trying to delete me, man. Trying to delete Loose Screws News. Like, I couldn't believe it. And the lies, I had to subpoena 15 of them to court. A judge ordered their chief of police, guys, a judge ordered the chief of police to bring the abuse video. The video of them abusing me, taking away all my rights and abusing me physically, mentally, and everything. A judge ordered the police, chief police, to bring the video to court. She come to court without the video. You know what the judge said? Well, it's okay. It's okay. And then I complained about her to the law enforcement complaint agency. You know why they say they're not going to investigate her? Because the Crown told her that they were going to drop the charges on me. So it's okay that she breached the court order because the Crown told her that they were going to drop the charges on me way in the future. Yeah, if you were here for the original conversation, remember I told you the Crown attorney wrote to the cops after about 3 months and told the cops there was no probable cause for the arrest. They kept me in court for 17 months. Wasted 5 days of trial. These people are evil. They're so evil. They are the costume-wearing evil clown that you were scared of as a child. Yeah, as a child, you didn't even know. Some of us might have wanted to gravitate to becoming police officers or something. But no way, man. You're not going to hear a song ever called F the Fireman. I'll tell you that. You'll never hear a song called F the Fireman. You want to gravitate to something, you want to be a hero, be a fireman. Be a paramedic. There ain't no songs called F the Paramedics. I'll guarantee you that. So this cop, okay, I smoked weed at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I went to my court case down there. I parked my car 3 blocks away, way over here. I come to my car to drop off my camera equipment and my gimbal and all my tripod and everything. And I see a court security officer at this house over here. He's not a police officer. Court security does not go to people's front door and deliver them documents. Court security just sits at the metal detector and gets paid for nothing. So this guy's in a court security car up on this guy's porch. So I go to my trunk. They don't think I'm going to see them. I go to my trunk to put my stuff in my trunk because I don't like leaving it in my car in case I got to go into another store. So I put my stuff in the trunk. I see a cop up on the porch over there. I'm like, this is great. He's right there on the porch. I'm like, why is he here? I remember the cops making a comment about when I was smoking before court. They're like, oh, you smell pretty strong now after you went and dropped off your car. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to court. I'm not going to drive till like 2 or 3 o'clock. If I smoke a joint at 9 in the morning, a small little joint, at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not going to be high. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm doing a live stream right now, not smoking or nothing. So I come over here, and there's a lady there right now, but he's up on that porch right there. He's up on that porch right there, guys. He's on that porch right there. I'm in landscape, right? So I'm filming the other way, and I'm kind of turning away from him, but I catch it on video. He comes down because he sees me walking away, and he sees me just filming him and not driving away for a drunk driving charge. And he comes down those steps right there. He falls flat on his face. Fucking A, man. Fucking A, got it on the video and everything, man. Then I embarrassed him. I showed him the video. I was like, yeah, man, here's you falling. I'm like, why don't you get compensation off the city? I'm like, this city does not care. This city does not care. The mayor is charged. The mayor is under investigation right now for spending $16,000 in dog food, cigarettes, golf. He bought golf membership. Not in the city he took the money from, not from the taxpayer he took the money from. He bought a golf membership in another city. Imagine that. And there's nobody at the elevator holding him responsible at the town hall. Because he put a rule in place, a law, enforceable by arrest, that if you go to City Hall and you interview anybody, you're going to be trespassed. If you don't stop your news report, you have to actually check in with the mayor to do a news report on the city. They put it in the newspaper, guys, I'm not lying. They put it right in the city newspaper saying, even the press is not allowed on city property without express written permission by the city, and you have to tell them what your news story is about. You have to tell them everything, and they have to agree to the meeting. At Loose Screws News, we do not mess with that. Guys, I took a toilet brush. When I'm going to a dirty place like a toilet, I take my toilet brush. I have a green toilet brush that I use as a mock microphone, and I walk through there with my toilet brush. What do you think about the unconstitutional policy? I didn't follow nobody. I just, if they walked by me or if they were in the elevator, I asked them what they thought about the unconstitutional policy. Oh yeah, nobody wanted to answer me. No comment, no comment, no comment. So in all my videos, I just put words in the video. Like I'll ask them, like, do you have any comment? No comment. Over top of their head, I put like, oh, we have no independent thought. We have no independent thought. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 right? No independent thought whatsoever. Like these people, it's coming like, there's the courthouse right over there. I can't go too close because I don't want to get arrested. I only have 20% battery left. So I won't be able to catch them abusing me that much. I'm just going to make sure that they're not following me to my car. I'm going to drink some water, stay in my car for another 20, 30, 40 minutes before I drive so they don't try to get me on impaired driving. I never really thought about that when I smoked my joint and went into court. I was like, oh. Once they said something, they're like, oh man, you smell like you just had a smoked one. I knew exactly what they were talking about. And then they sent the guy to watch me, and he fell right flat on his ass, guys. I got a lot of good long form videos, guys. My last long form video I just put up almost has a 20% click-through rate. It's about cops coming to my door from this city and telling me if I film the mayor or if I film any of their police officers, they're going to charge me with harassment and stalking. Imagine charging somebody with stalking who tried to set up an appointment with the mayor. Like I called the mayor's secretary, tried to set up an appointment, no appointment. Left an email, no appointment. Security guard asked me what I wanted. Left a message with the security that I just want to talk to the mayor. 2 questions. The mayor could be sitting there at the swing, Pretty Little Swing, or wherever he wants to sit, and I'd be like, hey man, why'd you spend all the money on the credit card? Is your dog food that important? No comment. What about the no camera policy? Is that really that important that you want to get sued in court and waste all the taxpayers' resources? No comment. Okay, thank you. What am I going to do? I can't. It's only 2 questions I had for them. They could have literally facilitated a meeting with me and the mayor instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on trying to chase me away with my cell phone. Me and my cell phone ain't going nowhere. I'm not scared of the police. I'm not scared of court. I'm not scared of jail. You know what I'm scared of? Authoritarianism. I'm scared of the boot getting heavier and heavier on my neck. I'm scared of all of our rights going away once one of our smallest rights goes away. Once one of our smallest rights goes away, it's not long before all of our rights go away. Just remember that. It's very, very scary. Authoritarianism creeps in very, very slowly. Look at the people in Ottawa, Ontario, the truckers. They're getting crucified. They want 8 freaking years in jail. I don't even care about what they were fighting for. I don't care about their mission. I don't care about the vaccine thing. I don't care about it all. I care about their right to protest and not be held 8 years in jail because they didn't leave the street. Okay, they committed a little crime. Oh, mischief crime if you got them convicted. But that's not 8 years in jail. Nobody was hurt that much. Like there was no physical violence. Nobody should be in jail for non-violent crimes. No one should be put in jail for non-violent crimes. There should be another way that we can do things that isn't costing us $300 to $400 a day, guys. $300 to $400 a day to put somebody in jail. I was in court today, guys. I didn't see one criminal. I seen a bunch of drug addicts who needed a little bit of help and don't need to be stuck into a resource grinder. That's all that is a resource grinder in there. See, there's the cops right there, guys. See, they're waiting for me to drive. They're waiting for me to go on a drive in my car. They're waiting to get me with intoxication. I don't even think if I wait here 12 hours without smoking that they're not going to arrest me. I don't even think if I wait here for 12 hours that they're not going to stop me. They know that they have enough probable cause right now just to pull me over. because one cop smelt me at 9 in the morning with what he assumes is marijuana. I might not even have smoked that marijuana. I might have just been sitting with somebody who smoked it. You see how ridiculous this whole city is? This whole city is corrupt, man. When Long Island Audit says to film the police for accountability, we need to keep filming the police, guys. I'm going to do a longer walk there. I got my dog at home, but I left her a whole bunch of food. There's a lot of pretty houses up in North Bay, man. Wow. And this city, okay, I come from a city about an hour and a half away from here, where there's like the most drug addicts and most camps and most mass of humanity that is just neglected and in despair. And the police over there said that they're not going to arrest anybody for open drug use because they don't think jail is the place to put these people. You know what the police chief in this city said? Anyone with open drug use is getting arrested. They're probably going to bulldoze all their tents and all their shit. Listen, man, if you got a tent and it's around your neighborhood or something, okay, I understand you want it gone. I wouldn't want it in my neighborhood. But we have to come to a realization that they got to go somewhere. If we just go bulldoze down their tents, say those garbages over there are their tents, right? So we go and bulldoze down their tents. You know, all the stuff in that tent was stolen. Everything in that tent that they didn't take with them and that we bulldozed down and threw in the dump was stolen. It was stolen out of his shed. It was stolen out of his side yard, his backyard, his front yard. It was stolen from McDonald's. So we go bulldoze all these down. Boom, we bulldoze all their tent down, bulldoze all their stuff down. Where do you think they're getting all their stuff again? Where do you think they're getting all their stuff again? They're going to steal it from you, from me, from everybody. It's not a solution. Take a book. Look at that, guys. I found a free book. Maybe I'll find Jesus or something. Maybe I'll find Jesus. Whoa, baby. Here we got Debbie McClure. We got Ruth Rendell. Man, guys, free books, guys. If you know how to read, here at Loose Screw News, we believe reading is fake news. Reading is fake news, guys. Reading is fake news, so you don't even need that. I only got my grade 6. I only got my grade 6. I can hold the government fully accountable, guys. So we can all pull up our cameras. Imagine a massive humanity of cameras just in their face. Only 1% of cops are ever held accountable for the crimes they commit. That means 99% of citizens are lying. That means we need more citizens out there with their cameras holding the cops accountable. The one thing they hate cameras for is because cameras don't lie. Cameras do not lie, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you guys who I am here, man. Loose Screw News, man. Just out on this walk, man. These cops are gang stalking me behind me. I just showed you guys they went right in front of me for one little joint I smoked at 9 in the morning. It must be 2 in the afternoon and they're still waiting by my car to try to arrest me for a little weed joint. And they know they are not going to get an arrest because even at the police information on their own website says if you smoke a joint, don't drive for at least 4 to 6 hours after you smoked. But they don't care. They just want to pull me over, see if I have a joint in my pocket so they can arrest me. They don't even have to smell it, guys. All they're going to have to say is that one cop smelled it at 9 in the morning. As soon as I'm not even rolling down my window. I just put my ID on the fucking thing and not roll down my window. So they can't falsely accuse me of smelling weed. You know what I mean? And it's legal anyways. So I'm not that stupid to drive intoxicated either. I've never done it in my whole life. I would not want to live with the consequences of anything happening if I did something like that. Ever since I got my license, I was 35 years old and got my license. I was like, no, there's not even a chance in hell that I would. Is this another undercover right here? No, it just looks like an undercover. So I'm gonna go back to my car and probably sit there for maybe like an hour or something, try to they can't waste forever. Like, they gotta actually, I think they gotta justify these resources. I'm not too sure if they gotta justify them or not, because they're coming like this city don't even care, just like the mayor. Literally, the mayor can spend $16,000 on a corporate credit card, lie about it, get the person who's supposed to hold him accountable to sign off on it. So there's two guilty parties, and the city doesn't even show up. One or two people are mad. While you're sitting there, you can't pay your bills. The mayor is using the corporate credit card, allegedly. To me, it sounds like theft, and he's under investigation for it. He's under investigation by a separate police force, because this police force is so corrupt, allegedly, that they can't even investigate the mayor. So they had to give it to the most corrupt police force in Ontario, the OPP. OPP, yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? You know that isn't me. I ain't down with those pigs, man. That's the worst, most overpaid police force in Ontario. They get the most money and they do nothing. They sit in these little communities. I live in a little community. I see a cop on the side of the road. I think he's doing radar check. So I just want to get a video, make sure everything's okay. But literally they're going to this hotel, and that's where I stopped just to wait for them to stop a car so I could get easily to the traffic stop and record them. And literally the cop waited there half an hour for two more cops and two more cars to go to two drunks at a hotel on the side of a highway to knock on one drunk's door and ask for a crowbar that the guy lent him. One drunk lent the next drunk a crowbar. That drunk called three cops. Three cops came up for like 30 minutes. I got the video. You can go watch the video on my long form. It's about 15 minutes long, 10 minutes long, I don't know. But, because I shortened it down. But the cops were there for like 30, 40 minutes, knocking on the guy's door, looking for the crowbar the guy lent him. That's only a crowbar. That's not a criminal issue. You lent the guy the crowbar, man. Sue him or take the loss. Don't lend your tools. I wish I would have known they were going there. I would have bought the guy a new goddamn crowbar. I can't imagine how much resources they spent on that one call. Then, a few days later, I'm walking my dog through the neighborhood. I see two cops. Like, oh shit, what's happening? Guy tells me, oh, I drove my ATV through my neighbor's shed. So, like, say this house and the house behind it, the guy behind it started the ATV and rammed through the neighbor's shed. They sent three cops in three cop cars to take a report of a civil accident. The guy's not on the road. He's on private property. He drove his ATV through the guy's shed. That's not something to send three cops for. Not even something to send one cop for. But guys, it's about increasing the budget each year. Just like the child protective services, children aids and stuff, you gotta be careful with them. Like, yeah, I want kids to get saved, but also they're not gonna be honest with you, right? The more kids they save this year, the higher the budget gets next year. And if they take less kids this year, the budget gets smaller the next year. So if the police ain't arresting as many people as they can, their budget gets smaller. Whether they need, you know what I mean? So they always are charging and charging and charging, trying to swell up the budget. So literally sending three cops like that justifies them just swelling up the budget even more and more and more. And those are just two calls in about a week period that I was just, one, I was going to the grocery store. The other, I was just walking my dog and I seen it. We live in a community of 1,000 people, 300 houses. That's how our resources are just getting wasted. Gone, out the door. These cops don't care. The lawyers don't care. Nobody cares about the resources. They're just going to suck it right out of the people, man. Like, I wish I could have, hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, if you told a caveman, if you went to a caveman's house and you told them, I'm going to take some of your meat and your other stuff and maybe even sleep with your wife a little bit, and then that'll be your fee for me to do all this and this, and I'm going to neglect you, and then I'm going to come back every week or whatever, every 2 weeks, and take some more of your stuff, and then if you do anything wrong, I'm going to come knock on your door, and I'm going to tell you that you owe me more stuff. The caveman would have killed you. Thousands of years from now, when we when history is being told, and they're like, back then they used to pay their abusers to come right to their door and abuse them. How stupid were they? They pay their abusers their money to come back to their door or sit on the side of the road and get you for going 5 or 10 over the speed limit. Oh my God. So we're paying our abusers a handsome ransom to disrespect us and just totally dehumanize us and just take away all our rights. All they care about is the rich people. Like I said, I was in court today, guys. I never seen one one rich person. It was a plethora of humanity that needed help and not harm. And these people are harming them. They don't care. The court system is a grinder for money, and that's it, man. I stood outside of that court and I just counted in my head, 1 judge, 2 judge, 3 judge, 500,000, 500,000, 500,000. Here's 4 prosecutors. There's 200,000, 200,000, 150, 150. There's all, man, the amount of money that goes through a court. It's an economic powerhouse in a city, and they don't want to end it. If they ended crime, guys, if they ended crime, where would all the jail guards go? Where would all the court people go? Or if they ended homelessness, where would all the people that take care of that, all the money that goes to all the wages for the people that where would they all go? There's not enough jobs for everybody in the world, right? So where are all these people going to go if they fix the problem? It's just like a doctor, guys. It's just like a doctor. A doctor doesn't want to find a cure. Every patient a doctor cures is a customer lost. Do you think you want to lose all your customers? Who wants to lose all their guys? Who wants to lose all their customers? Let's just go cure them and that's it. I'm going to go find a new job now. I just wasted my whole life paying into the system to become this person that's supposed to, there's no curing nothing, guys. The system is not broken. Me and you might think, oh my God, the system is broken. How can this be like this? The system is so broken. Oh my God. It's working exactly the way it was designed. For me and you, it might seem broken, but it's a greased wheel that is working exactly the way it was designed to hold me and you down and to big up the rich people. It's made to hold the poor people down. They're going to give us a choice of a content creator to listen to. They'll give us a choice of 56 bagels with 86 different styles of cream cheese. But that's the only fucking freedom we have. Excuse my language. That's the only freedom we have, is what we're going to order when it's through the drive-through line. Oh my God, I can have Uber Eats. I can order Uber Eats now on installment payments. That's real freedom. This is what people are doing nowadays. They're ordering Uber Eats on installment payments. That's what freedom is. You have the freedom to consume more than you need and to be in debt and to be miserable and to be grinded by the system. It's sad. I wish everybody could just live like a minimal lifestyle like me. Just like, 1 pair of nice shoes, maybe a nice one motorbike and a nice computer and just a modest house with modest food and, everything else being modest, because once you live above your means, you're susceptible to a lot of stuff. You're susceptible to a lot of forces out there, man. And that's what these cops, they all live above their means, man. You know how many of these cops live above their means? Once that authoritarian boot comes down, they're not going to take a stand in the right direction. We've seen it throughout history, guys. History repeats itself. I don't care if we know about slavery. I don't care if we know about the Indian genocides. I don't care if we know about Mao and about Stalin. I don't care if we know about all that. It doesn't stop it from happening again and again and again and again. 1945 is only 100. 1939 and 1945, World War II, that's not a long time ago, guys. That's not a long time ago, guys. They're just fooling you thinking that you're free right now. They went and they said, okay, we're going to abolish slavery. They never abolished slavery, guys. They've only created everyone else to be a slave. They abolished slavery and, let's give the woman the right to Well, I believe they should have the right to work and vote and everything, but that wasn't just to give women the right. That wasn't some white man in power being like, well, you know what, we feel like we've been wrong and we should give these people their rights and we'll give women the right to vote and now we're going to give them the right to work. And now, you know, the divorce rate is skyrocketing because the family structure is broken. So now we need 2 fridges, we need 2 stoves, we need 2 houses, we need to buy 2 this and 2 that. And we're not only buying one thing and sharing it nowadays, guys. This is a set system. This is a plan in place to take all of our resources, put it on a damn rocket, and fly to Mars with it. Do you think Elon Musk is trying to fly to Mars right now because he thinks the sun is gonna fucking crash into the earth and burn us all up? He's planning to go to Mars right now because there's a famous saying, okay? There's a famous saying. When there's no more food to eat, we will eat the rich. All right, guys, when there's no more food to eat, we will eat the rich. Elon Musk knows what's going on. There's no trickle-down effect. Only trickle-down effect there is in economics is Elon Musk yanking his wanker out and dribbling some of his pee on you guys as a second prize. None of us are going to be in the rocket ship with Elon Musk going to Mars. We're going to be here giving away our resources to them while they take off, so we can't do nothing about it. And it's a sad reality because everybody is stuck in their house life of Beverly Hills and in their own problems that some people see it. A lot of my commenters see it, the people in my comment section. A lot of them see it, but 90% of the population is blind. And I know why 90% of the population is blind, because they cannot protect themselves, right? A lot of people, oh my God, that dog's loose, oh wow. Good thing they got it back, man. Woo! Good thing, right in the door. Nice. Oh, that's a nice fence, a nice gate. This is a really beautiful house. Yeah, 90% of the people can't protect themselves. You guys got a beautiful house, beautiful dog, man.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, man. I just walk around. I got sometimes lots of people watching me on my live stream. Beautiful house. I was recording it earlier. I was like, hope they don't freak out.
No, we're fine.
Don't be a Karen.
That happens more often.
It's a gingerbread house.
It's a gingerbread house. It's so beautiful, guys. You guys are so lucky. Hello, how are you? Yeah, so I don't remember what I was talking about, but I'm pretty much, I forget. Those guys distracted me. Pretty nice guys. Pretty beautiful house, man. I wish I had something like that, man. I couldn't imagine living hundreds of years ago. That would be something different with the family structure and everything. Yeah, like I said, they're just here to destroy the family structure, man. We all need 2 everything now. And it's all the global elites that are getting paid for all of our misery. Like, we are not supposed to be working from when we're 50. Literally, we're in school learning from adolescence. We're learning that A is a reward. You get A, you go home, you're the best son, you're the best daughter, look at you, good. They're teaching us to stay in line. Right from our first grade, right from the first time you're given a test or a grade in school, you know when you get home that there's a punishment for not following in line. You know if you got that F on your test, you're in big trouble, missy. You're in big trouble, mister. Right? And so it's taught as a kid to fall in line. Always fall in line. Always do what they want you to do. And we're not taught the right things in school. And it's hurting the family structure and it's destroying society because of the global elites. And it's very, very sad, guys. But I think I gotta go soon. I don't see any more cops and stuff, man. But this is an epic live right now. 168 champions here, man. Frickin' champions here. I'm starting to sweat and everything from this walk. I didn't even eat breakfast today, guys, man. So I think I'm going to let you guys go. This was an epic walk. Thank you for being here, man. Please follow, like the creator. I videotape cops in the government. Not really looking for Karens to freak out when I'm videotaping their houses, and I only got a couple percentage on my battery left. So I'm gonna go charge my phone in my car, and you guys just have a beautiful, lovely life, man. Beautiful, lovely afternoon. All right.